John Cena, 17-time world champion, the face that ran the place for a decade. His 2025 WWE retirement tour was supposed to be epic, emotionally send-off, right? Well, if you've been following the news and the recent events like Backlash, you might be feeling how I am, that WWE is somehow already messing up the whole thing. Today, we're not going to be pulling any punches. We're going to be looking at the questionable heel turn, reports about his final match, being sold off like a used car with his current opponents, and asking the hard question: has WWE fumbled the ball on John Cena's retirement match, considering what they have planned? Now, keep in mind that John Cena, he turned heel at the Elimination Chamber, aligned with The Rock, beat down Cody Rhodes. Oh, yeah, Travis Scott was there for whatever reason. At WrestleMania, he and Travis Scott won the undisputed WWE Championship. They should really give that man a belt. I mean, heck, they already gave Travis Scott a hardcore title. Why wouldn't you just not stop and just go ahead with the undisputed WWE Championship, right? And at WrestleMania, he became a 17-time world champion, making history, setting the benchmark of what the real GOAT looks like. Step aside, Hulk Hogan. John Cena has a rise. Now, at Backlash, WWE opted, you know what? Instead of doing a new match, we're going to go into the archives. We're going to revisit a historical rivalry, feud, if you will. And depending on who you ask, you either liked the idea or you didn't like the idea. In the end, though, it was John Cena going over Randy Orton in a very twist and turn, roller coaster, spam finisher type match where there was numerous referee bumps to the point where it just got nauseating. Now, WWE is planning towards doing, reportedly, of course, and heck, they might announce it by the time you hear this video, that John Cena is going to be taking on R-Truth. Now, R-Truth got involved in the match at Backlash. He took an RKO for his troubles. After the match, they did a press conference, and it was where John Cena was confronted by R-Truth, who is his, obviously, #1 fan. I mean, R-Truth looks up to John Cena. He's his childhood hero, despite the fact that R-Truth, yep, he's older than John Cena, but it's a gag you all get. Now, they're planning for them to feud like it's 2011 at Saturday Night's main event on, what, May 24th? And I think that's a fun match. But what's more important is John Cena's retirement match. You may have seen the reports about how WWE reportedly, keep in mind they haven't announced it, they haven't confirmed it, heck, they haven't even mentioned it, that WWE is indeed planning John Cena's retirement, not at WrestleMania, not SummerSlam, not Survivor Series. No, we're going to go this December, I think it's December 17th, in Boston, John Cena's hometown. Boston's Mass. He's going to get one last match. This is expected to be a Saturday night's main event. Has WWE messed up John Cena's retirement match? This is something in which fans have started to debate. Oh, it's a good thing. Oh, it's a bad thing. And I've seen the pros and the cons. Let's list it here for a minute. The pros. It's at the end of the year, something in which we all anticipated it was going to be, right? John Cena said he was going to work the entire year. He's going to get to work in his hometown. That's also a good thing, right? The fans are going to be pumped up. Boston is a good crowd. It's a good market. Obviously, it's not in the leagues of your New Yorks and your Chicagos, but still, it's a good place to be. A lot of people thought, well, maybe, post-Christmas MSG show. It's not televised. Can't really do anything about that. So now that's not going to happen. Here's the cons. People do not, and this is really the #1 con, people do not like the idea of John Cena having his retirement match on Saturday night's main event. They absolutely hate this. Now, in WWE's defense, there is no PLE in December. Okay? They haven't had a PLE in December in the last few years. So, do you want him to have his retirement match in November at Survivor Series? Do you want them to just create a John Cena last match PLE a la Ric Flair? Well, that certainly is a possibility. Saturday night's main event, I got no problem with this, and I'll tell you why. You have the situation in which he does go through December. He does go to Boston. And number one, most important, you have John Cena going out on a historic Saturday night's main event on NBC, where they can draw a massive audience if need be. Not behind a paywall. No, no, no. Not even on cable or a streamer. Simply on broadcast television. You have an antenna, you get NBC. That is where they're going with this. It is not, and they will, don't get me wrong, they will make a buck off of John Cena's last retirement tour. Sports Illustrated had reported that WWE was going to multiple cities going, hey, just like we do with PLEs, would you be interested in bidding on hosting John Cena's last match? Right? Now, reportedly, they're getting 1.5 mil for the Boston show. Whether or not that's true, I don't know, but at least they're looking at it. It doesn't surprise me considering their track record and considering what they have done in the past with their PLEs. And a very smart business on their part. Because instead of just saying, hey, we're going to come to, Tampa or Tulsa or Dallas or New York or Chicago or Boston, why don't you just give us a fee for coming to your city, right? Your city gets a bonus, or it benefits from hosting a WWE event, right? You get, especially if it's a PLE, but let's just say Saturday Night's main event, you will get some tourists who come in. They're longtime John Cena fans. They want to see his last retirement match, or his last match, his retirement match, whatever you want to call it, right? You're going to get an economic boost from that. They're going to be staying at hotels. They're going to be eating at your restaurants. They're going to be shopping at your stores. They're going to be buying tickets. They're going to be buying merch. They're going to be buying food at the arena, right? Like, it's a benefit. That's why WWE gets site fees for their PLEs. And they started, and I forget who reported it last, but there had been a report talking about how WWE wanted to do this because it's smart business, right? Like, in addition to getting your ticket revenue, your gate revenue, you're also going to get a site fee. It's just smart business. So I'm all in favor of them getting their money. Hey, you want to make your money? Go make your money, as long as it's morally okay and ethically okay. Go for it. Go make your money. And that's what WWE, that's what TKO is doing. They're trying to run a business. They're trying to make money. They're capitalists, right? We all like that money. So go ahead and do it. But I like the idea. I like it. So I don't think that they're messing up in that regard.